Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Cameron Talks Football. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what the NFL is going to be doing with the AFC. I don't think it's the NFC. I think that this is just what they're going to be doing with the AFC because they are officially canceling the Bills versus Bengals game. There will be no 8th seed. There will be nothing else. There will just be a cancellation, and I am going to explain exactly what the NFL has said. But before I do get into the video, make sure you guys do like this video and subscribe and share it to other people so they could also see this too. But now, I'm going to read exactly what it says. It says, canceling the game between the Bills and Bengals creates potential competitive inequalities in certain playoff scenarios. In an effort to migrate those inequalities, NFL clubs will consider tomorrow in a special league meeting a resolution recommended by a commissioner and approved by the competition committee consisting of two elements. The first thing says the AFC Championship game will be played at a neutral site if the participating teams have an unequal number of games and both could have been the number one seed and hosted the game had all AFC clubs played full regular season games of 17 games. Those circumstances involve Buffalo or Cincinnati qualifying for this as a road game and are listed below. So say like the Bengals and the Cincinnati make Bengals and Bills make the championship game. It's going to play at a neutral site where one of them doesn't have a significant, it's where between, I think it's like the Bengals and like another team that's in the playoffs, or like the Bills and another team in the playoffs. If they play another team in the championship game, it's going to play at a neutral site because they're going to have an uneven number of games that the other team has played. So like if Buffalo played the Chiefs or if Cincinnati played the Chiefs, that's how it would go. So scenario 1, Buffalo and Kansas City both win or tie. A Buffalo versus Kansas City game would be at a neutral site. So that's scenario 1. The second one, Buffalo and Kansas City both lose and Baltimore wins or ties. A Buffalo versus Kansas City game would also be held at a neutral site. Scenario 3, Buffalo and Kansas City both lose and Cincinnati wins. A Buffalo or Cincinnati versus championship game will be held at a neutral site. So pretty much it looks like it's going to be a neutral site if the Chiefs or Bengals play each other, or the Chiefs and Bills play each other. And then scenario 3 is the longest one. Buffalo and Kansas City both lose and Cincinnati wins. A Buffalo or Cincinnati versus championship game will be held at a neutral site. 2. If Baltimore defeats Cincinnati in Week 18, it will have defeated Cincinnati, a divisional opponent, twice, but will not be able to hold a playoff game because Cincinnati will have a higher win percentage for a 16-game schedule than Baltimore for a 17-game schedule. If Baltimore defeats Cincinnati, and if those two clubs are to play in a wild card game against each other, the site for that game would be determined by a coin toss. If Cincinnati wins Week 18 game, or if Baltimore and Cincinnati are scheduled to play each other on another one in wild card round, the game sites would not be determined by regular scheduling procedures. And then the last part is, as we considered the football schedule, our principles have been to limit disruption across the league and minimize competitive inequalities, Roger Goodell said. I recognize that and no perfect solution. The proposal we are asking the ownership to consider, however, addresses the most significant potential equitable issues created by the difficult but necessary decision not to play the game under these extraordinary circumstances. So pretty much what this is saying is that there's going to be a neutral site for the games in the AFC. It doesn't look like it's going to be like that for the NFC. It just looks like it's AFC. If it was an AFC team versus playing an AFC team, like it was like different divisions playing each other, like AFC and NFC. I don't know what they would actually do there. That would be actually pretty interesting. But now we know that it's going to be held at a neutral site if the Chiefs play the Bengals or the Chiefs play the Bills. That's going to be real cool to see there, especially we don't know where it's going to be. Maybe a team that's out of the playoffs, maybe they'll do it there. Probably I would say a dome stadium so that there's no advantage with the weather, because if the Bills play in an outdoor stadium versus like a team that plays mostly indoors, then they would have the advantage over that team. But hopefully it is an indoor stadium, so they both have the equal advantage against each other, and there is no unfair play. So now that I have read all this, it does look like, yeah, like I said, the game is canceled between the Bills and Cincinnati. So now we just have to wait to see what the playoffs are going to look like and where it's going to happen. Week 18 is still going to happen between all teams. So we just have to wait and see. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.